Well, hello there, Minecrafters. Thanks for coming by. We're back in Diversity 2, and I just noticed I'm missing a block. What is that? So unprofessional. We're heading around the branches here. Thank you guys for coming out to the DEVCOM, as we like to call it, the cool kids say. We've already talked about these three branches, so check those episodes out if you haven't. And we are going to be continuing around the room, so if you're waiting for any particular branch, you kind of get an idea of where we're going to end up. These last ones, we're going to have more builders in our... I've been waiting to talk with those guys, but man, it's taking me such a long time to move around. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, we're heading into parkour again. Spoilers! Do not watch if you haven't played. Of course, I think pretty much everybody who watches has played. So here we are in the parkour branch, and before we begin, I want to tell you guys the story of how this came about. So first of all, definitely had to have a parkour branch in Diversity 2. Originally, I had said I'm willing to try different genres, but parkour was always in the mix. I definitely hate parkour. I know there's a lot of YouTubers and Minecraft players who hate parkour, but because it's such a massively popular genre, we had to do some sort of jumping map, and that's because Diversity is the buffet style of maps. Want to sort of give that feel of this is any type of map you could experience in 10 different styles. And I actually really love the way this turned out. Even though I hate parkour, I just love the idea of it. Now, originally, this wasn't the idea. This was absolutely not the idea. Originally, when I started, I said I want to do a parkour. I kind of started building the map in stages, not even thinking about what I would do later on in other branches. But when it came to parkour, I think that was kind of the fourth branch I might have been working on. Don't entirely remember. I was actually in talks with another builder, and he was going to develop some sort of Assassin's Creed rooftop parkour thing. And when I say that, it sounds really cool. It would have been really cool to have on the map. But unfortunately, that particular builder, I guess he ran out of time, or by the time I really wanted to get the parkour done, because I had a lot of people asking for the map to be finished, and I just had to like motor on through. Unfortunately, I don't know, he just couldn't commit or something. But so this kind of came out by accident, which I think is really cool that this accidental thing became the Parkour Branch. I actually really like it. I really like it, even though I hate it. So we have this giant egg, and that was done in MC Edit, but I'm not going to go into too much of the sort of build process of it. Well, you can check out the next episode. But I did say in I forgot about this. I did say in one of the update videos that there was a Metroidian feel to it, and if you haven't played Metroid, it's such a great game. The point of that was that you start somewhere and you recognize that you have to go somewhere to unlock something, come back, and you can access new areas. That's what I kind of thought was cool about this. But making Diversity 1 parkour, I actually thought that was sort of easy. I thought it was a good idea, and it turns out it was really hard. It was really hard. I had to add this originally. Pretty cool effect there, because a lot of people would not even realize that this is a training level. It's telling you training. I'm forcing you, mainly because in Diversity 1, people didn't understand this whole jump and hold down, or run and hold down jump, and it worked with 3 block gaps. Whoops, there we go. I definitely thought that was a strong point in Diversity 1, is having those pressure plates to send you back, because for me personally, the most frustrating thing about parkour, and the main reason I kind of hate it besides the awkward controls of Minecraft, is the fact that when you fail, you have to start back so far, like lava parkour or whatever, and I absolutely hate that. It's like the challenge is the jump. Don't make anything more frustrating. That is the key to good level design. I think is like one obstacle at a time. Now, a lot of people were skipping this, and at the end, people, like, by the time you get to, oh, there we go. By the time you get to the end, people thought, when I hit that button, that's pretty dumb. Why doesn't it teleport me back? Why do I have to run all the way back? The whole reason for these bridges here is multiplayer. That's the entire reason. You don't need them in single player. They're completely useless. But in multiplayer, you only have to have one person make the jump, and then the person who's not as good as parkour can tag along with them. That is a big change I made from Diversity 1 to Diversity 2. In Diversity 1, especially the Arena Branch, I thought, the penalty of separating players, that's it. But really, what it is when you play with a friend, you want to be with that friend. And I tried to, as much as I could, deal with the consequences and the. Oh yeah, I made that jump. And this one here. Uh, Consequences and the obstacles. I tried as best I could to keep players together, and I just think that makes a better experience. And I learned that from watching people play from the other one. But on this side, we have all of the sort of. I'm giving you a hint or what do you call it? Instructions of how to do the next ones. This one's saying you can jump out of a 2 block, and I've seen people do it if they watch the ground. There we go. You can do it, and then dang tootins, there we go. You can do it as long as you go at the last possible second. And I don't think we really need to go through all of these. This is an old trick I learned. Man, I don't remember where I learned that from. Probably a custom map, I bet. And then we go like that, and then we can get that back. And fence parkour. People hated that one. You actually, I think you can make it like this if I can. Huh! No. Ooh, there we go. Yep, one shot, and the last one, the latter one, which poor B team, poor B team. I think that was the death of. I think that was when they realized that was the end of their series. Whoa, that's bad. Um, and the whole reason we have ladders and fences and all that is I hate them for sure. Oh, here we go. I hate them for sure. There we go. But oh no! Dang tootins! But because they're in so many maps, there we go. No, again, because they're in so many maps, we gotta include them. Like I said, the whole point is emphasizing custom maps. There we go. See, the map maker do his old parkour. There we go. Because they're in other maps, we want to sort of show people this is what custom map making is all about. And then I love this part, absolutely love this part that you have to parkour, so to speak, to finish the level. Now, when you hit this one, and it's a little tricky. Yeah. Oh, that was dumb. When you hit this one, there we go. You can see down the bottom, lower stages are now accessible. Now, you don't have to run back on the bridges. And I think most people gathered that, after the third or fourth try, that all you have to do is keep walking backwards and you'll go back to the beginning. You don't need to teleport because they're already there. It'd be redundant. So anyway, and then of course I give you the opportunity to return to the hub at any point in case you think it's dumb. And now these bridges are here. And we have also, they're in sort of, they're also labeled as basic, intermediate, and advanced. And I will tell you guys something that I haven't really told many people, and I guess I could let you in on a secret. What I do for a living is I am actually a plumber. Yeah. So these are when I went to plumbing school, these were the levels: the basic level, the intermediate level, and the advanced level were the three terms of plumbing to get my license in Canada. So that there's a little bit of info for you. But anyway, so the other thing that a lot of people didn't realize, we've got orange, and also when you go down to the end. Now I didn't do that, but I want to show you real quick here. When you go down to the end here, you have orange. It turns into a. I'm just gonna reset it real quick. Okay, so it turns into you've got a redstone lamp. Hit the button. It turns into glowstone on a orange square. When you go back into where is it here? When you go back in here, this is supposed to show you that Okay, now it's appeared here. We have a 3 block square with glowstone in the middle. So every time that you do one, this is cyan, but it looks kind of gray. Um, you can, and we have a nice checkpoint there. The checkpoints, I really like the idea of those two. You hit, it turns into a glowstone with 3 by 3 square. Um, and then all the way back here, we have, there we go, a 3 by 3. Oh, hmm. That's interesting. I didn't. I wonder. You know what? I wonder if it does that. That probably should be glowstone. That's probably a map making mistake. I'll have to fix that. But it's anyway. It's supposed to draw your attention to that and kind of you should be able to see that that's accessible. No, I don't know why I did that. Well, anyway, the first one's glowstone, and then of course you've got your pathway starting to appear here. We've whoa, there we go. Uh, yeah, this is weird how some YouTubers do parkour on creative. But you jump up here. This was in the trailer. You end up jumping up there, and then you're brought up to the really kind of the more interesting levels. So at this point, I said, okay, I'm going to make this sort of thing appear here, these platforms appear. I thought that'd be pretty cool. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to try to do something different with jumping. So first of all, we've got our annoying jumps. This is sort of basic. This is kind of reminiscent of Diversity 1 parkour, where you've got your fence jumps and your trap. Did I do? I don't think I did trap door. I don't think I did trapdoor parkour. But you've got your more trickier jumps, like just kind of standard stuff. For some people, it's interesting. This was extremely easy, and for some people, it was extremely difficult. And for me, it was extremely difficult, especially well, those parts, especially if you get stuck down here. Um, I really wouldn't change it. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Of course, when you do your checkpoints, when you hit your things here, uh, again, there are bridges that appear. They are for multiplayer. That's the only reason they're there. Um, but they do appear there, and the second player can kind of get a better advantage. So that's kind of your basic, kind of a throwback to Diversity 1. I kind of played with different type of block jumps, stuff like that. But these 3 ones I really had fun with because they're all making you do parkour in a different way, kind of. We have the speed one, which I got inspired from, I think, Sonic the Hedgehog mostly, with that sort of speedy. Now, Jiggerbov says I can't do this. He does say it's on a. Oh, there we. Oh, I'm in creative. You know what? I'm kind of cheating because I'm in creative, but let's see if we can do this. Basically, you have to jump here and then no. Okay, I'm gonna go on adventure and just try it, just to prove that it's not too difficult if you follow the stuff. There we go. Let's go. Oh, yep. There we go. But anyway, this is sort of a. I think it was inspired by Sonic, really, because yeah, oh, man, I'm eating my words, aren't I? I haven't actually played this in quite a while. Like I tested this so much during. Oh, what? The key is not to. Well, you can run. Like I'm holding down sprint now, but I. I'm eating my words right now. Anyway, I'm holding down sprint now, but once you get to the end there, I love this part where you're dodging the cactus. Oh, you definitely don't want to. Let's see if we can make it. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Ah, man, I'm so out of practice with this part. And then jump, and then jump. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Really? Really? Okay, well, anyway, I don't know if we have enough time for me to actually physically, like, actually make this jump legit, but I practiced this quite a bit to make sure it wasn't too hard, and it did turn out being one of the more difficult ones because once you get to this point, you have to hit the jump right basically here, and then you can make the. I'm gonna try one more time. I'm Wow. I used to be able to do this one like every time. Oh, that is so bad. I'm gonna actually one more time. One more time. If I don't make it this time, we'll just move on. But yeah, there we go. I fail. Map Maker fails his own design. But yeah, I got that. Basically, this is sort of the racing stripe, I guess. Gives you a speed buff, and then you get 15 seconds of that speed buff, which you need to make those consecutive jumps at the end. And yeah, sorry, Jiggerbob. I'd have to practice more. But that was bad. Anyway, let's move on to the timed one. I absolutely love this one. This was I well this specific one was kind of I think it was kind of inspired by an old map maker friend of mine, Thalizar, which I miss you, buddy. I really wish you'd get back into Minecraft. But he had a map called Melody. It's actually on my channel, and he had a horse race where this thing happened there, and I got that kind of visual thing from him. This is actually not hard at all. You just have to do the hold, sprint, jump, and oh wow, who designed this? Oh wow, okay. Can I reset it? Can I reset? No. Oh, dang it. Nope. See, now that's the wow, I'm so out of practice. Here we go. And hit. There we go. We're going to make it this time. No problem, guys. No problem. So anyway, yeah, I thought it'd be cool to have 3 different stages of timing. This one here is oh, wow. This one here was I don't know if yeah, I was thinking wouldn't it be scary if the blocks behind you were breaking as you're jumping? And especially for the person who's watching, it's like, wow, I can see them go behind you. It's really freaky. Oh man, there we go. That's no problem. So yeah, and then this last one I was really excited about because it, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think it's ever done in Minecraft before I did this. And I basically because we can move blocks around with set block or clone or whatever, I thought this would be so cool, and I had to slow it down because it is a lot harder. It doesn't move that fast, but it's a lot. Yeah, there we go. It's a lot harder than it looks, but obviously you've played it, so you know what I'm talking about. Ooh, it's kind of like you just gotta wait till oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You just gotta wait till it moves ahead. But yeah, I think this one, I really love this one. Like, I think it showcased the clone command really well. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna forget that one. But anyway, and then when you solve it, you can just go backwards. That's not a problem. And actually, I should just before I move on, the other cool thing, come on, go over, is that these are resettable too. So you can do that, or if you messed up, whatever. I think I saw Good and Chad. This thing messed up or whatever. They got through it and then they didn't know what to do. It's like just hit the lever a couple times, guys. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And every time that you fall, no matter where you're facing, you're always pointing forward. That's important to get the focus of the player. So then the last one here, the jump boost. I think this was probably inspired by the Code 2 because they Jesper had a jumping puzzle. Now I want to show you something about slime blocks. I think I talked about this before. If you hold shift, you will die, but if you hold jump, there, and I should say crouch, not shift in case you change your keys. But if you hold jump, then you won't die. You'll just kind of fall there. And I love the people watching people look in this room like, what am I supposed to do? When you step on the plate here, I've got nothing on me. You get that jump boost and that resistance. And I talked about this in the trivia, is that when you have that resistance, you can't die because it's so high. And then the jump boost is a certain amount of blocks. So then you can do that. There we go. And it is kind of like, it is semi parkour, I guess, but I'd never really seen anybody who did this with a parkour. And I think this was the first idea I had for the upper levels. And I thought, man, that's really cool. This is going to be pretty unique for a parkour style map because I don't know anybody who's done that before. Now, when you hit this button, it does a couple of things. It gets rid of your jump boost, so you can't. You actually have to go down and get a new jump boost. You still have your resistance, so you can fall down. But it also opens up the bottom section for the player down there. Because, like I said, I want the players to stick together. They don't have to try. They can just get through. Only one person has to make it. And do I have clouds on? I do have clouds on. The next one gives you a bit more of a jump boost. Till you get to the very end, I'm just going to go game mode 3 and show you. By the time you get way over, here we go, in this room, one of the things is you notice that the rooms are getting bigger and bigger. This one's a little bit easier, but I have a huge super jump here, way bigger than the first room. And then, of course, these are actually fairly easy. I really do like this one. There we go, onto that block, and then we hit this button from the trailer, if you remember that. Ooh, didn't quite make that one. And again, we have that, there we go. We have that glowstone. I'm really, I can't remember if that was intentional or not, if I have that quartz in the middle or it's supposed to be that. Then when you get to then basically a lot of people were confused here. Let's see if I can do it. I think, yeah, there's barrier blocks here. So you couldn't jump out. When you get to here, you still have that huge jump boost. You can't get out, actually, because... Oh, I guess I got the other jump boost. Oh, because I pressed the button, that's why. You have to take this, although I have heard people say they got out somehow. No idea how it's possible. Shouldn't be, but I guess they glitched the map. And then all these rest of these platforms do appear, which brings you to the end. All you have to do, just so you know, is step on there, it falls through, and you're brought down here. Now these are actually, oh yeah, they are cloned. Cloned in. I wonder why the first one is glowstone, huh? I'll have to investigate that. Map maker not even knowing what's happening in his own map. There is a return to hub back here. These are the clone blocks that go up there. And then out here we have the realization that people say, oh, it's not over yet! But it's a pretty simple parkour here. It's funny watching people fall down. Very, very easy. I'm just going to fly around there for the sake of time. You get to see the guts of everything. I do like showing that at the end. Now, I did kind of try to hide the command blocks a little bit more in this than I did like at the finale. Spoiler if you haven't got that far yet. But it does give you a trail of what you're supposed to do, and you just jump around here. I thought that's definitely where you got to end up, on the very top of the section. Kind of like that Metroidian thing where you're ending the map where you started. That's what we want to give up. And then you get the wool in here by a very strange method that is kind of dumb on my part. You get your wool and you're finished the parkour, the annoying parkour that some people took very little to do, some people is very difficult. But that is basically my thought process behind the entire branch there. Next time we're going to be talking about the commands we use. That's the moving blocks and how the blocks appear. I'm going to investigate why that glowstone's there. I'm a little confused on that. And but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And we'll see you next time in Diversity 2 in the Parkour Branch again, and then we'll continue the rest after that. Bye for now, guys. Enjoy your Minecrafting. Alright, Jigger Bob, let me show you how it's done here, buddy. All you gotta do, piece of cake here, you just gotta hit the run, hit this, you jump over these, right? Easy, easy, easy. This is the easiest parkour you could possibly do. I don't know what you're complaining about. I'm let go of jump there, then I do this, and as soon as you can do that, and then boom, and piece of cake, baby! So easy, easiest thing you could possibly do. Yeah, no, I don't know what you're complaining about.